Ever wonder why you always end up right back where you started? Familiarity feels safe, even when it holds you back. Because your identity silently dictates your behavior. And when emotions rise, stress, loneliness, we fall back on what we know. Again and again. It becomes a loop. But change doesn't begin with a leap. It begins with a pause, a breath, a small shift, and a step toward a new identity. You're not broken. You're becoming. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments and subscribe for more. Ever wonder why you always end up right back where you started? It's a frustrating cycle, isn't it? You make progress, you feel like you're finally moving forward, and then, somehow, you find yourself facing the same old challenges, making the same old choices, feeling the same old regrets. It's like being stuck in a loop you can't see, let alone escape. What if I told you this pattern isn't a sign of weakness or a lack of willpower? It's actually a deeply human response, a mechanism that's trying to protect you. But what it's protecting you from might be the very change you're seeking. The truth is, our brains are wired for familiarity. Familiarity feels safe. Even when that familiar place is uncomfortable or unhealthy, it's a known quantity. The job you dislike, the relationship that drains you, the habit you wish you could break, they're all predictable. Your brain knows exactly what to expect. The uncertainty of change, on the other hand, feels like a threat. So, your mind creates a powerful gravitational pull back to what it knows, convincing you that the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. It's a survival instinct that in the modern world often holds us back from true growth and happiness. This comfort zone is less about comfort and more about control. And this leads us to the core of the issue: your identity. You might not realize it, but you have a story you tell yourself about who you are. I'm the kind of person who always procrastinates. I'm just not good with money. I'm shy and awkward. These aren't just thoughts, they are identity statements. And your behavior will always work to align with your perceived identity. If you see yourself as someone who can't stick to a diet, you will subconsciously find ways to sabotage your efforts. Why? Because acting contrary to your identity creates cognitive dissonance, a mental discomfort that your brain is desperate to resolve. The easiest way to resolve it is to fall back into the behavior that proves your old identity correct. This is especially true when emotions run high. When you're stressed, lonely, tired, or anxious, your rational mind takes a back seat. Your brain switches to autopilot. And what is your autopilot? It is your collection of deeply ingrained habits and emotional defaults, the very behaviors that are aligned with your old identity. In those moments of vulnerability, you don't do what's best for you. You do what's most practiced. You reach for junk food after a hard day. You scroll endlessly on your phone when you feel lonely. You lash out when you feel misunderstood. It's not a conscious choice. It's a reaction, a return to the well-worn neural pathways that feel easiest and most familiar. And so, the loop continues. The behavior reinforces the identity, and the identity dictates the behavior. Again and again and again. Each time you fall back into the old pattern, you add another layer of proof to that limiting story you tell yourself. See, I knew I couldn't do it. This cycle can feel unbreakable, like you're trapped in a maze of your own making. You see the walls, you know the turns, but you can't seem to find the exit. It's disheartening and can leave you feeling powerless, as if you're fundamentally flawed or broken in some way. But you are not broken. You are simply caught in a powerful psychological loop. So how do you break it? The change you're looking for doesn't begin with a giant, heroic leap. That's a recipe for overwhelming your system and triggering that fear of the unknown. Real, lasting change begins with a pause. It starts in that tiny space between the trigger, the feeling of stress, the urge to procrastinate, your automatic reaction. In that moment, you have a choice. You can interrupt the pattern. The first step is not to do something different, but to simply do nothing. Just pause, take a single, conscious breath. This small act of awareness is revolutionary. It's you taking back control from your autopilot. That pause creates an opening to ask a new question. Instead of, what do I usually do? You can ask, who do I want to become? This is the key. You don't break old habits. You build a new identity. Instead of focusing on not eating junk food, focus on becoming a person who nourishes their body. Instead of stopping procrastination, focus on becoming a person who honors their commitments. Start with one small, tiny action that the new you would take. Not a huge, life-altering change, just a small step. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water instead of soda. Maybe it's writing one sentence instead of avoiding the project. Each time you take one of these small steps, you are casting a vote for your new identity. You are providing your brain with evidence that a new story is possible. It won't feel natural at first. It will feel like you're pretending. That's okay. Keep casting those votes. One small, intentional action at a time. A walk around the block. A 5-minute meditation, saying no to one thing that drains you. These are the building blocks of a new you. Over time, these small wins accumulate, and the evidence begins to stack up. Your brain starts to recognize this new pattern. The path to your new identity becomes more familiar, more comfortable, and eventually it becomes your new default. You are not broken. You are becoming. The past doesn't have to define your future. The loops you've been stuck in are not your destiny. They are simply patterns waiting to be interrupted and rewritten. It all starts with that one small pause, that one deep breath, and that one tiny step in the direction of the person you truly want to be. Remember that you have the power to change your story, one moment at a time. If you found this helpful, consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear it too. Thanks for watching.